Okay, I think we're back. We're in a little slightly different. I don't know if I can rotate. I can't rotate my phone, so we're just going to go with this. There we go. With this orientation, that's right. Let's see if you guys can see me. Let's see. And as soon as, yep, I'm seeing people see us.
Awesome.
There we go. I think we're good. I think we're back. Yes. And we've got some thumbs up. So we are good. So Em, I'm going to hand this over to you. And I'm just going to go right back.
Oop, pardon my big old fingers.
To jumping in. Okay. What's that?
Why is this on the back?
Oh,
there it is.
There we go.
Sorry. There we go.
Okay. Hey, everybody. We did it, right? So sorry for that brief interruption.
We're hydrating also like crazy here in Tucson.
We're
because
hydrating.
it's bone dry.
Yes. So sorry about that, but we've got our network back up and running.
Did you pan around to show everybody the classrooms behind you?
No, but we can do that.
Let me just take a quick pan while you're getting yourself together.
Well, I am ready to go.
I can see Stephen James down there making all kinds of noise with his hammers.
Yes.
And this is a whole classroom here. And it kind of rotating around to the front for the entrance doors and everybody coming into the show. Security, people getting scanned in.
Yes, it's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm ready.
Yes, Ellen the Banger is back
Yes.
there. That's our friend Stephen.
Yes.
So.
Alrighty. Well, I have, we all know that Emily, would you slide? I'm just going to use I want that tool, and I can see the one that I want. I want this one. This is the one I want. That's it.
You're so particular.
That's the one. I know, it's so true. So, Emily was doing her spiral that she was sharing with you, that leaf spiral. So I'm going to share kind of a spirally kind of thing that I like to do. It's kind of a fun one. Okay, so I'm going to start with, we were talking about 18 gauge. Right? And I straightened it with my wire straightener, just like that.
Right.
And I'm going to come in and I'm going to use that flush cutter to cut away.
Clip a little end off.
That end, okay? And so are you tight enough in there? Can you get in any tighter? Okay, awesome. So what I'm going to use, remember how Emily was saying how she used kind of the shape of the plier to help her out, or using the tool itself to kind of help you make the shape. So watch what I do here. I've got my tool and I'm going to bend that wire at a 90-degree angle.
So you use the edge of the plier to bend the wire against.
Right.
And you're going to do it again.
I'm going to do it again. Look at that.
Oh, sorry. Got it. Oh, you're making a U or a square. What are you making here?
And I'm going to bend it one more time.
Oh.
What do I have there?
You have a square.
I do.
Right.
Now watch what I do. I'm going to open that up just slightly.
Hey, Ellen, they're scanning people at the door as they come into the show to scan their badges to make sure they're registered.
Yeah.
So each show has a different registration process. Sometimes not any big deal, and sometimes a big deal. Depends on the show.
So see how I'm using the tips of the tool here?
Oh my gosh, Kate, this is such a great square spiral. It's very
Look at that.
looking.
Isn't it though?
Yeah.
Good times, right? Now, you can make this as big or as small as you want it to be.
And are you gonna put the loop on a corner so it's kind of a
well,
diamond,
watch what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do that right now. I think I am. I'm gonna put it right on a corner, so we've got this diamond shape.
Yep.
Now, what I can do is I'm gonna grab my kind of a bigger chain nose to kind of smush it all down. And if I had that hammer that Stephen James was hammering with, I could also flatten this out just a little bit. Okay? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to continue with that.
Kimberly says I want to hammer that sucker now.
Right, I know. I'm going to continue with an English cut. And then You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to make a little bit of a longer one. See this roller bead? How the roller bead has such a huge hole? You can sandwich these roller beads in between two bead holes that have a regular size, right? And so now I'm going to come in bend at a right angle. I've got a little bit of a neck there that I'm going to come up and wire wrap around, up and over, and create that wire wrapped loop. One below the other.
Boy, Kate is the boss of her wire. Look how smooth that is. And she's going to throw in a little bit of a caging, I think.
I think so. Now, wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. Tiny spiral.
Oh, very clever.
I didn't come to play him.
You did not come to play the Olympics. You're going to get the gold medal. I'm going to be stuck with the silver.
Well, you know, there can only be one gold medal.
This time.
And we're both winners. We're winners.
I'm going to pinch her under the table, you guys. So.
Yeah, don't worry. Now let's get everything together. And here we have, look at that.
Look
little
how cool that is.
Little component, right?
I like that a lot.
Right?
Cindy, you're right. We're all winners.
I want to show you. Now, this is still 18 gauge. Bear with me. Bear with me here. Bear with me. I'm going to give Stephen the...
He's not paying any attention.
not.
No. Kate's giving him the eye.
I am. I'm giving him the hairy eyeball over there.
He's down there adapting things for his
Right.
students, I think, is what
Yeah,
he's doing.
he is.
Hammering.
He's getting ready.
Getting ready for his class.
So now, let me get another piece of 18 gauge. See, again, I like working on the spool, right? Because the spool gives me something to hang on to while I straighten it out.
Now
and
he's
I'm
taking
gonna
a bite
cut-
out of a big apple down there. We don't like him even more.
Right? I'm going to cut that wire away. Now watch what I'm going to do.
Sorry, Cindy. Stephen James.
Stephen James,
Amazing enamel artist.
Yeah, who's
wait,
teaching.
Let me pan.
All right.
Wait, while you're getting ready.
all right.
Wave again. Hi, Stephen.
Hey, just making wire.
Just making wire.
doing wire.
Just listening to you hammer.
Yeah, just listen to you hammer, Shay Shay. Just listen to you hammer. So then, I'm going to do, watch what I'm going to do here.
Watch. Wait.
I'm going to inch up just a bit and bend. I've got kind of a 45 degree. But like Emily was saying, it's the shape of the plier that dictates the shape. See how I get the tips of the wire right in there? Right at the top of that little triangle
Hold
I'm
on a
making?
second. I want to...
Yep.
Let me get a little bit more... Okay, that's better. A little bit more in the middle. You keep moving.
Sorry, I'm
and
trying
I
to...
can't anticipate it. Okay.
I'm trying to stay.
Maybe I need to back up some.
Now,
Steven
Watch
just
what I
jumped
do.
on, too. That's funny.
watch this. Wait for it, wait for it.
What?
Wait
What?
for it, Emily Miller.
What? Kate's winning the Olympics right here and now.
Dun dun dun. No, it's the Rocky theme. Dun 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 dun. That's it, right?
I was gonna start, singing the Star Spangled
I
Banner.
don't know. Something like that. Look at that. Look at this. Now we have, especially if we come in and...
That would make a really cute component. Hang a
Wouldn't it?
bead from below it and an earring on the top. Yeah.
Right.
Super cute.
Soup cue, right? So I'm going to do that one. Wait for it. Someone said they wanted to see the hibiscus, so I'm going to grab the hibiscus. I'm going to grab this
Yeah.
hibiscus.
Yes, Stephen is posting, Cindy, and yes, we all
Yes.
think it is a little hilarious.
Yeah, it is. You can see, if you go back to some of our live broadcasts from Beat and Button,
Yeah,
I
Steve's-
think I
Steve's
have a
made
fun...
a couple of appearances,
Yeah,
I
he's made a
think.
couple of appearances on our live broadcasts. It's awesome. So check it out. Check it out.
Check
all.
it, yo.
Let's cut this. I'm going to grab this one right here. So now.
The Space Odyssey theme would do well here too.
Right?
Thank you, Mimi.
Okay.
It's really fun to get this silly with Kate. You know, we're really blessed and lucky to have each other back and to have the sense of humor and the comedy and the sense of togetherness here, and we're having a great time.
Yeah, we definitely are here in the Wild West of Tucson, broadcasting issues and all.
Yeah.
See what I did there? See how I did that guy?
Yeah.
This is it's a little wonky. I don't like that tiny little bump that I've got there, so I'm gonna fix
what
it.
I would have liked, what I would like to see, and I don't know if we could do it or not. Can we? I need a piece of paper and a pencil. I need to draw a chart. I want to know if we could spiral, if we could have it circle around but touch itself at the top. Does that make sense? So it goes around and it here, and then they all. Never mind. I'll draw it for you later, Kate.
So I've got that one.
Oh, Spidey, we love being together. We have had many moments in the last 2 days.
Many
where we just
adventures.
Said, oh, it's good to be here together.
So look at that.
Tucson is kind of a challenge sometimes.
Still 18 gauge, okay?
Yep.
But watch what I do here with this open spiral. The wire wants to spiral, you guys. So just come in. I'm holding it straight. And this hand, my left hand, my non-dominant hand, is helping me rotate everything in. Now, I can use my fingers too.
Gosh, pardon my camera work. I'm doing my best, guys.
Right? Look at what a cool, kind of big, kind of fun component part
Yeah.
that is. So we've got some kind of open work spirals here.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Very
Done and done.
wrought iron inspired.
I have one more.
I like it.
I'm on a roll.
Okay.
Literally,
Are you rolling with that wire?
I am literally on a roll. I'm going to look at this. I'm going to move that aside. I'm going to use I don't know if you can get a top view here.
I think so.
I don't know if you were going to do this one, but since I have the wire in my hand, I'm going to do this. Were you going to do this?
No.
Okay.
I don't know. What are you going to do?
All right. Wait for it.
Yeah, it would make a nice barrette.
Wait for it. All right, you can see that. Now watch what I'm going to do. Bring this one. I'm chasing the wires around so they continue to switch places. And I want to make sure that it's flat in the center. Once I've gotten that nice kind of round yin-yang thing there, I just keep letting these two ends chase each other, right? One more. Maybe I'll do it this way. Now watch, wait for it. This one goes here. And this goes here. See how that's a spiral in the middle of the wire?
Really a good one.
Boom. Now, let's add a bead, shall we?
What?
I don't know. What the heck? We're gonna do these English cuts. Why not, right? Cut, like Emily said, visually, leaving just a hair less than 1/4 inch, right? This way, I'm gonna bring this the opposite direction, right? And again, like Emily says, do one right after the other.
I like consistency. It's the way I can make that happen.
Make it happen.
Hey, Rita
Look at
Janice
that.
is home in Virginia.
Okay, now what? Now what's going to happen?
Do you watch Psych?
No.
Apparently Wait For It's a big part of it.
Oh, okay. Well,
So-
no, I've never watched
I
it.
don't remember where we got that Wait For It.
I don't know. Who knows?
Yeah.
See, look at that nice loop. And now we'll do the other one. Up and over the top.
Yes, Mimi, you're right. That would make a really nice chain link in the midst of a chain.
It would, wouldn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Bam. This would also be great if we wire wrapped or we hung like the flower component off
Yeah,
the
it'd be
bottom.
really pretty.
It's really a nice one, I think. So I've done some kind of open work spiral things. Emily from earlier, and if you missed part 1 of our broadcast, you can go and find it in the broadcast archives. We've done some loops and stuff like that. So that's what we've done so far. Let's check the time. How are we doing on time, Em?
I don't know. I can't see it. I don't see
We've
it.
got about 15 minutes more, I
Okay.
think.
I've got.
Do you have one more?
I've got one more good one.
Okay. Why don't you
Which
do
gets
one more good
inspired.
one, and then I'll finish up with my one good one.
Okay.
And then we'll call it a day. How does that sound?
Sounds good.
All right. Bam.
You want to take it over?
I'll take it over.
All right.
Done and done. Okay.
You know, one of the reasons I come to Tucson is to be inspired,
Right.
and that's kind of one of the reasons I go to any bead show or any artist, any art gallery or anything like that, is to pick up some inspiration. And sometimes it takes a long time for that inspiration to kind of percolate through. But maybe 7 or 8 years ago, I bought a really beautiful heart-shaped lampwork bead from an artisan, and she had temporarily added a wire link to it to hang it in her booth.
To display it.
Yeah,
Right,
for display. And that idea has stuck with me, and it's taken me a while to kind of come around to it, but I think I figured out how I want to use it now.
Oh, cool.
Which, you know, sometimes it just takes a little minute,
Right,
you know, for you to figure out what it is. And one of the things,
What wire are you using there?
I'm going to use some 18 gauge wire,
Okay.
and I'm going to make a double spiral loop link, a double spiral loop.
Okay.
Double spiral. Trying to come up with a name for it. Not having any luck.
Let me get in there right there and get a little. There we go.
So I straightened my wire a little bit again because I wanted to make sure that it was a piece of wire that was easy to work with and smooth.
18 gauge pair of wire, the
Yep.
titanium finish.
Yep.
All on beadshop.com, of course.
And I'm going to pick up that large
That large round nose.
round nose plier because it's got really big jaws at the back end. And I'm going to,
But you could use like a knitting needle
yeah,
or a pen
sure,
or anything, as your.
And I'm just
your mandrel
giving
there.
myself a big bend, right?
Big
and this
bend.
is especially nice for beads with big holes. You know, sometimes we're stuck with lots of small hole stuff, but sometimes we have big holes that are also problematic to work with. You have to figure out a way to make those be what you want. And I'm going
So
to
look
string
at this, a spirable.
possibly. I'm going to
Look at this.
Look at this.
And you used a roller, right, Em?
Yeah.
And those rollers have huge holes.
They have huge holes. So I just slid this piece of bent wire into the hole of the roller, and I'm pushing it until the wires cross a little bit, and I'm going to pull them out in that crossing position.
Look at that. Yeah, and those long round nose pliers, you guys, we really love them. So
Yeah.
I think we're going to be adding those to our tool list for sure, our tool offerings.
So now I'm going to make spirals on the bottoms of each of these wires, and you know, I could move this up and down this loop wherever I really wanted it to be positioned.
To make that top loop bigger or smaller.
And it's an instant earring. It's an instant earring with some oomph to it, which I really like. Okay, let's take a wire cutter. I'm gonna flush cut both ends of the wires. One
And notice how Emily is covering the end of the wire, so
Two.
it's not going to hit her in the head.
or you, and that you're as
Right.
important,
Right? Me.
right? You, Kate.
Right.
I'm gonna go ahead and take the very tip of the wire, the very tip of the plier, roll it around. I'm gonna show you something neat here too in a minute. Roll it around. And now I can move the bead up out of the way a little bit. And I'm gonna put the loop right in the jaw. You know, this is a fulcrum. these two jaws being operated by these two levers of the plier jaws, of the handles. The further in the fulcrum you work, closer to the hinge, the pin,
The more grip
you have with less effort.
Right.
So you tend to mar the wire less because you don't have to have that Vulcan death grip on it. Right? And I'm just going to walk my wire around in a circle a couple of times.
And Michelle is saying that these would make really cool, like, awareness kind of ribbon.
Oh,
things,
very
too.
much so, yeah.
And you could use, this could be, depending on the bead hole that you're using, these roller beads have giant holes.
They do.
We could pop up to a 16 gauge.
Oh, I think so. I think so, yeah.
With these instead of an 8.
And you know, this would be another nice place to use a wire with a bunch of color to it. So instead of just titanium, you know, something with a little oomph to it, some brighter color, copper or anything like that. So my spirals are kind of going in a weird direction. So I'm just going to grab it with my plier and turn them. And I like work hardening my wire just a little bit so it tends to hold its shape a little bit better. So now I have to make another one of these. Give it a little oomph.
And again, you could hammer these in any shape.
You know, we could bead this wire.
Yeah,
we could have put seed beads over the whole entire wire and done the same job with
Oh,
it.
it would look really great. And you know what you could also do, Em, is you could connect these two spirals if they were up.
Oh, yeah. We could hang
connect
things
into
from
that
those
loop.
spirals.
Yeah, you sure could.
And here's a baby one, right?
Yeah.
So if you don't see it as the big one, this was something that I took that came from a completely different source.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Didn't
those
have
little
much to do with it.
connections.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to hand this one
All right.
back over to you. And some of you guys may have seen this one, but this is kind of my signature wire secret move.
You're right, you guys. This does look a little bit like a dragonfly.
Yeah, dragonfly. You could bead, like look at this. You could bead, we could
put more
stitch onto
beads.
here, we could do some more wire to connect onto there. It's pretty cute.
I know. There's a bunch of things that still could happen with that.
With that little, so I'm going to use 20 gauge this time. Okay. And I'm going to do a couple of things here. Getting my 20 gauge nice and straight. I'm going to cut with my my wire cutter. Now I want about 3 inches or so. Do you have your little ruler there, Em? Or maybe about 2.5, but you can see my finger is almost 3 inches, just shy of that. And so I use my finger measurement all the time to make this measurement.
What do
here.
you need? A finger's width.
Right, a finger's length. Okay, so here, and clip, and I'm going to clip a second one.
We're not frozen, are we, guys? You're
No,
still with
we're
us?
good.
No?
Yeah. No, we're good. Good. And I don't know, Em, if you can get in a little bit tighter to show what I do here. But I'm going to come in, and at the very end of this wire, this flush cut, I'm going to make a loop. And it's going to be a loop that kind of looks like a little P there if I turned it over. Okay. I'm going to do the same thing on this one. I've already flush cut it, so I'm going to loop it. Now, this technique came from me being super lazy because I was making some earrings and I couldn't find any ear wires right next to me. So all I did was I said, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to make them. So watch what I do here. See, this is just a regular, like one of those pens that you get at the hotels, right? That has the lid on it. One of those straight Bic pens.
Simple and it's round.
So speaking of how we used mandrels before, right? So see how I've placed that loop under the clip of what has now become my ear wire jig? Watch what I do. I use that pen.
So you want to look for a pen that's not tapered.
Right.
And sometimes that's
it's this
hard
straight
to
one.
identify.
Yeah, it's the one you
at
get
it
in the hotel
carefully.
room. Yeah, a straight across one. Look at that. Bam. Let me do another one. Underneath. Right up against the clip of the pen. Underneath and around. If it's a little off kilter, like this one is, Just get your chain nose and straighten it out. Now, I like the ends of my ear wires to be kind of long. Maybe
Helps
not
keep it
this
in the
long.
ear, maybe.
But I'm going to come in. See how I'm holding them both together? I'll come in. I'm going to clip them both off. I'll file the ends. Dip them both up.
I mean, those look like you bought them.
You bought them.
Right?
With my hammer and my bench block, I could hammer just that front.
Right.
Or if I had a tumbler, I could burnish them in the tumbler to also work harden. But wait, there's more.
But wait, there's more.
And this is 20 gauge, you guys. That's kind
of the go-to for ear wires.
my go-to for ear wires. Okay. I'm going to cut another, maybe about 3-inch piece, 2 of those. 1 and 2. These are great also if you do it with the sterling, but you could also use with this parawire, this coated wire. It's great. I'm going to put those over there. I'm going to make this, whoops, tiny spiral at the bottom. Come on. Come on now. Who's the boss? Emily?
Who's the boss of your wire?
Yep.
You
Come
are.
on. There we go. Not for a moment I wasn't. There we go.
You know.
Yeah, what are you going to do?
It's in Tucson after all.
That's right, the Wild West. So see, I'm going to make a tiny spiral. Pull it up. There's my head pin. Let's go back to our trusty English cut. And yes, Stephanie, this will be on the Beadshop YouTube channel. I will try and upload it tonight when we get back to the hotel room. But for now, again, we're still in the Wild West, so you're going to have to bear with us for just a bit.
It's the Wild West in every
Yeah,
way.
but don't worry, we'll have it up on the YouTube channel for sure. I'm getting some 24 gauge.
You gotta do some embellishing of that?
Just wait, Emily Miller.
Oh, maybe it's just you wait Henry Higgins. That's where we
Yeah,
get it.
maybe that's what it is. I'm gonna wire wrap underneath just to get a little something there. A little bit of extra, so I'm gonna clip that away. There we go. I'm gonna pull that down. I'm gonna come over the top of this bead. So this is 24 gauge, around 20 gauge. I could go up as far as I wanted to with these, but I'm gonna stop right there. That's about 2, 4, maybe 6 wraps. I don't know.
So clever.
Then because some people like earrings that hang really close to the ear, right?
And some people don't.
And some people don't, but I'm gonna close that kind of, kind of close to that
That
coil.
looks great, Kate.
Now, let me turn it the right way. There we go. Now, whoops, I'm doing this actually backwards because I want that wire to be in the front. Bear with me while I move it over. There we go. Now, get my pen, or as I like to call it, my ear wire jig.
Yeah, I love that this is all of one piece.
Right, up and over. I'd hammer, hammer, hammer. I'm gonna clip just a soupçon away.
That gives you that flush end. It's much easier to file from.
Yeah. And there we have a really fantastic all-in-one ear wire.
Really cute.
All-in-one earring.
Yep.
Now, if I just made this a loop, what would this be, Em?
A component.
Right, just an
Right.
ear wire that I could continue
Yeah.
to go down. But this,
I would call that a fancy ear wire.
fancy ear wire.
Sure.
Or it can just go in your ear just like this. And
Yep.
again, with that longer back on the ear wire, It's a nice, it'll really stay in your ear.
Yeah.
So I've got this one, this one, and it's all done with that pin.
You know, anything you find around the house that's got that round, untapered shape would work for this. So there's probably half a dozen pens at your house in any case. There's knitting needles, there's crochet hooks.
Yeah, exactly.
Shaft of the crochet hook. But, you know, you could even think of things like the wooden handle, a handle of a wooden spoon.
Right.
Would give you a nice, bigger, slightly bigger, and
shape.
slightly non-slip too, because it's wooden and won't be quite so slippery.
Yeah. And the fun thing though about this pen is it has that little clip.
Yeah,
That helps
yeah.
you hold things in
Yeah,
place. It's kind of
absolutely.
fun. It's kind of fun. I love it.
Yep.
Well,
I think it's getting there.
yeah, I think we're getting there. I hope you guys had fun with our Wire Olympics Day. So sorry about our interruption of the broadcast in the middle, but we managed to come back
We're still here.
and
You guys,
finish this
you guys
broadcast,
hung in with us, so we
which was
appreciate
really
it.
fun. We really, really appreciate it. Let's scoot in here, Em, so we're kind of tight in here
I don't know why
together.
I was so far over there.
So I wanted to, I need to check. Will you hand me my phone real quick? I just want to make sure. If you checked your newsletter today, this morning, and I'm going to check my newsletter right now on my phone because I want to make sure and get this right. Live from Tucson, it's Beadshop Live, and we have a special today, okay, in honor of working with this wire and this Czech Glass. We are knocking, Emily, 30%
Whoa.
of
That's a nice,
our
significant little chunk.
savings, right?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna,
Now's the time to stock up a little bit.
so I'm gonna show you my phone here. Whoops! Oh, sorry, you guys. I did not mean to. My hands are just so tired from that. I'm so sorry. But here's the code. If you enter coupon code Tucson30 at checkout, it's going to apply to all in-stock merchandise in our wire and Czech Glass collections only. Sale ends tonight to 6/19 at midnight Pacific time. Okay? So if you go shop right at beadshop.com, throw the Czech Glass in your cart, including the new ones.
Oh,
Throw
I
the
love
wire
these flowers.
in your cart, including the titanium, and put in Tucson 30, and we'll knock 30% off. We also have, Emily, as you guys know, we're going to do a raffle today. And as you guys know, we love our tools. From
One of the
Xuron.
reasons we come to Tucson is that we desire to carry home an extra 30 or 40 pounds in our suitcases.
That's right.
Full of tools.
That's right.
I don't know. I've bought 3 or 4 already.
Right?
Right?
This is, our beloved friends at Xuron. They were so generous with gifts to our for our bead retreat, and they've been very generous and giving us one of their brand new precision pliers. These are their chainmail pliers. Can you see that on the side there? It's a wide chain nose that's perfect for opening and closing jump rings. This is one that we don't even carry, right, Em?
Right.
It's a brand new one.
It's brand new.
So we're going to be adding this soon to our beadshop.com tool corral. But for now, one lucky winner between right now, it's noon Pacific time to about 1 o'clock Pacific time for the next hour when you make an order. If you put pliers, please, we are going to pick one winner at random and pop these wonderful Xuron chain nose pliers in your order. So remember, it's
Pliers,
Tucson.
please.
It's Tucson 30 for the discount, and in the notes box, pliers, please, and we will put you in a random drawing for.
I don't even have
these
these
cool
pliers
things.
yet.
You don't?
I don't.
Oh.
I am dying to get them
Oh
now.
my
The more we've had them here and I've looked at them,
Yes.
the more I want them.
Yes, they're so cool. We also have, you guys, coming up soon in the next week or so, we're going to start our sign-ups for our bead retreat
I know.
this year.
I can't even tell you how much I'm looking forward to going to Gilroy and the St. Francis retreat. It is a breath of relaxation. And, you know, Kate and I and Janice are working our buns off the whole weekend we're there.
We are.
We are. Cause
And my mom's there.
And
My
your mom
mom's there.
and Gwen. And I go to bed and I face plant and starfish and fall asleep and don't
That's right.
don't even know anything till the next morning. But I
it's
also
really
feel
fun.
very refreshed and recharged after we're there.
Yeah, it's really fun. So watch your newsletters, you guys. Sign-ups will start in just about a week, I think.
Awesome.
And it's that Friday, I think it's the 13th through the 16th this year
Right
of
around
September, right around my birthday.
Always.
But it'll be in the newsletter, and we would love to meet you there in San Juan Bautista. We have some great, wonderful things planned. The goodie bags are amazing.
We're working on those already.
The food is amazing.
You know, you come and you park your car and you unload your stuff and you settle into your room, and then we start right off Friday evening.
do.
And you
We
don't
have a
really have
great
to
time.
do anything else but
No.
play with your
But
beads.
play with your beads.
And it's
We do
wonderful.
it everything. Yes. So do remember, Tucson 30 is your coupon code for wire and Czech Glass, and to be put in the Xuron drawing. Put pliers, please, in the next hour when you make an order, and we'll put you in that random drawing. There was one more thing I wanted to say, and there was someone who asked Emily, and it's our Xuron cutters. Someone was asking, what's good to cut fire line and not ruin my scissor? We love the Xuron thread
I
and
really
cord
like that.
scissor.
I do like
it was
the-
made for that.
It really
really
is. It's got a little. It's a micro serration, so it grips the thread. If you've ever had thread in a scissor, and as you're cutting, the thread's kind of slipping away from you, it doesn't have that problem.
Yeah, it's really fantastic.
Yep.
And you can find it right on beadshop.com. That is something that we do carry. It's the
Yeah.
Xuron thread and cord scissor.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's get in tight so they can see us. All right, you guys,
Bye,
we
Katie.
love you. Thank you so much for joining us in the Tucson Wild West. And stay safe. Have fun.
Be good.
Be good.
Play with your beads and wire, please.
That's right. I'm flying home on Friday, so I'll be back in the office next week with regular episodes of Facebook, our live Wednesday broadcast, and our live Friday broadcast will resume. And Emily is going to be coming back to us soon for another special guest spot.
I've got a really good new project.
Yes,
Wait till you see.
Wait till you see it. So we'll see her soon. All right, my darlings, we love you. We'll talk to you soon. Thank
Be
you
well.
again.
Play with your beads. Have
from
fun.
the bottom of our heart. We would not be here without you guys.
Absolutely.
Talk to you soon.
Bye.
Bye-bye from Tucson.